We are the dollars and cents.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, today we're going to do another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time it comes from my house. Yes, I've done a million of these videos on this house because they have a million fragrances, guys. I'm not going to lie. And a lot of them have been very good. Right now, they have a winning record with me. I can't recall. I'll have to give you guys a number at some point. But most of them have been really good and really good interpretations of the fragrances they're interpreting. So again, from the house of Lattafa, this is going to be Ameer. This is from the Al Noble line, and I think these are supposed to be cloning fragrances from the house of Panadora. I think that I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I've tried some of those fragrances. We'll get to more on that in a little bit, but I've tried some of those fragrances in the past, but don't really remember them. I remember people talking about them, and I remember getting my nose on it, finally, going, okay, I finally get my nose on it, but I don't remember thinking anything was spectacular with that house. But people were talking about this one a little bit online, and I got a great price. I was able to exchange a fragrance that I never used at a place that I go buy my clones from, and they normally don't do that, but I've been going there for years, and they're like, yeah, that's fine, we'll hook you up. And so I was able to exchange it, pick this one. So that's why you're getting this video today, guys. But let's go ahead and check out this presentation. Let me go ahead and take this out of the plastic. All right, guys, so here's the box for Ameer. Kind of one thing that's kind of funny, I noticed that I can never tell when Lattafa is going to spend extra money on their presentation to make them look really, really fancy with like the 3 boxes and a really heavy plastic box and whatnot. This time they opted to go with a cardboard box. Now I'm not bashing it by any means. I'm not saying it looks awful. It's nice and gold. Does have a nice deer head on the front here. It has some suede on here as well, so you get some texture, some little dots going out to the box. But I'm just curious why they do that. Like sometimes you'll get really gaudy boxes with them. With a little light, and you guys have seen my previous videos. But yeah, and then sometimes they just pick cardboard. Now, again, I didn't see the presentation of the Panadora, so maybe they come in a similar box, and that's why they're doing that. Who knows? And if they do, you guys let me know down in the comments, because that probably makes sense why they're doing it like this, guys. But for you guys will see the bottle here in a second. But for the bottle that they give, you'd think that this would come in a nicer box. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, decent looking box. We do have a little hologram here for authenticity. And let's check out this bottle. Also, this came on top. This little pad for the antlers that you're about to see here. Boom. Check out this bottle, guys. Love this bottle. I love anything with Penhaligon's. They have I can't remember the name of the line, but they have all the animal heads on their bottles. And this is similar to one they had, and they have a bunch of other ones like a rhinoceros and a bear. But I love those types of caps on bottles. I think it's a great look. Panadora does the same thing. Panadora has, but I think all of theirs has a deer on it. And so that sort of sets them apart from the other ones, because they all have the same one. And that whenever I first saw this line, I kind of had a feeling that's what they were supposed to be, because they were gaining some traction in the fragrance community, and that's why I was hearing more and more about them. But so I can't remember if this is the one that I heard about more than the other ones, but I'm hoping it was. But anyway, yeah, so it says Al Noble here, if you guys can see that on the cap. And it does, I mean, I think this is metal. Yeah, this is nice heavy metal. Got a little plastic on the inside, but yeah, nice heavy metal. Gold step-up atomizer here. We have some felt on the bottle, reminding me of the Xerjoff bottles. So it's nice and soft, nice grip to it. Yeah, I mean, decent quality. I mean, honestly, if this was in an egg-shaped bottle, you couldn't tell the difference between this felt and the kind of felt that Xerjoff uses, honestly. I think it's really good quality. It has the clear name here, little sticker on the bottom, guys. All right, guys, let's check out the notes for Ameer, guys. In the top, we have apple, pink pepper, and rosemary. In the middle, we have cloves and floral notes. And in the base, we round things off with oud, patchouli, labdanum, cypress, and vetiver, guys. So yeah, not sure what to expect for this one. I want to say that I did read online, this is supposed to be their clone of Swedish woods, or Swedish wood from Panadora. And if it's going to be anything like that one, that may have been the one that I tried. That may have been the one that everyone was talking about. I'll let you guys know, I guess. But either way, the fact that it's cloning, I mean, the original Panadora costs $335. That's from the website. You can probably find it cheaper somewhere else. But $335, and you're paying, I think this is around $20, guys. That's insane. $20. You can probably find these between $20 and $30. If you guys can find it for $25, that'd be a good midpoint there for this fragrance, guys. But yeah, I went on their website, and their fragrances from anywhere from $250 to $335. That's insane. Also, people were saying this one reminds them of Baby Cat from YSL, and that was a really popular fragrance after the tuxedo hype died down some. Everyone started kind of going towards Baby Cat. So if you know that fragrance, maybe it'll remind you of this one. I've tried Baby Cat, so we'll see. I think I even did like a quick video on that one with Brandon, guys. But enough chatting, enough talking. Let's get to the best part of this video, and that's going to be the first impressions, guys. It'll be my scent of the day as well, guys. Let's go ahead and check this one out. It's nice and cold outside, 40 degrees right now, so it should be a nice fragrance for the fall. Good sprayer, a lot of juice. Okay, yeah. Definitely getting like a oody apple. So it's like fruity with the apple. It's a little thick and has a little bit of that Middle Eastern oud in it. Not too bad though. Was hoping I'd get more of the pink pepper on top. I'm getting some of it, but not a lot. But yeah, this definitely has a Middle Eastern feel. It's very spicy. Getting a little bit of that clove, so I'm getting a little bit of that, almost like that fall feel that clove brings to the table. A little medicinal, but not over the top. Yeah. Not getting a lot of floral notes right now, but I'm just getting a very woody, or yeah, I guess woody, or oody, spicy, fall, sweet fragrance. That's not overbearing, not super sweet, not like a designer fragrance, not super sharp, not super animalic, not like that in your face. There is a sweetness here that does remind me a little bit of caramel, now that I mentioned that. Something a little creamier than just the apple note. I'm looking at the notes here, and I don't see anything that could really lend to that except the apple. So, but it's nice. Yeah, it almost smells like a caramel apple type of fragrance. Again, not sure if they're going for that. And I can't remember what Swedish Wood smelled like. I think I tried that one at the scent room, and if I did try it, I don't remember it smelling like this. So, I'm definitely not getting an exclusive Baby Cat either. Now, I will say this is supposed to be a Swedish Wood clone, because I did look at the notes and they're exactly the same, according to Granica. So, but people put it way down the line on what it's supposed to smell like. They put it way down the line. Like there was probably 4 fragrances before it got to the one that's actually supposed to be cloning, which I think is kind of funny. Because either people didn't know that it was supposed to be cloning this one, or they just didn't think it smelled like it, right? But right now, it smells nice. I'm almost getting like a leather. And I'm trying to remember, I might have said this in a previous video, and I can't remember if I corrected myself or not. But I want to say that labdanum, no, it's supposed to have a leathery type of smell. And again, I could be wrong about that. Sometimes I'll get my notes backwards on what they're... Sometimes, a certain note will give off a different scent profile, and sometimes, I think it's labdanum, but I could be wrong about that, because I do feel like I'm getting a little bit of a leather in this, even though there's no leather in this. It's gotten a lot creamier and a lot smoother, but it's still retaining that the opening that I described earlier. But it smells nice. Definitely niche. Definitely a fall fragrance. This smells like Thanksgiving Day. It's just probably with that clove and the apple and the spice. Yeah, it definitely smells like something that I would wear on a chilly fall day, which it is today. So it's going to be perfect for today. And yeah, that's really all I got right now, because I don't want to make this first half of the video too much longer. But yeah, we'll get to how long it lasts. I didn't look up any of that stuff. We'll see how long it lasts on me. But yeah, guys, $25. I mean, right now it's not bad. I wish I had the original that I could try it with, but I don't. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm going to wear it for today, over the next couple of days, and give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. All right, guys, well, I'm back with my update for Ameer from the house of Lattafa. Guys, what can I say about this fragrance? Man, so at first I was just, like with most fragrances, you try them and you really don't know what you're going to get. Obviously, it's going to be the same with this one, but I was on the fence with this one for a couple of days. After wearing this one a couple of times, I really, really enjoyed this one, guys. I hopefully I don't repeat myself too much in this half of the video, but I did get a nice sweet apple note in this. Something in this does make it seem like there's vanilla in this. There's no vanilla in this at all. It's very woody. It's like I said, it's the green apple almost with the sweetness, almost with some of these other notes. It smells like caramel apples. I did compare this to a few other fragrances. At least if you were a fan of these other fragrances, The first one I said in the first half of the video was Hobdon. That was from Parfums de Marly. That has like a caramel note and a green apple and some oud, I believe. There's oud in this, but it's not like it's a little Middle Eastern, but not over the top, not barnyardy. Honestly, it sort of goes away after a while, and you really are left with more of a spicy, woody fragrance. So it's woody, but not super oudy. If you're a fan of like Kalamat, By the Fireplace, I already mentioned Hobdon, even Angel Share. This one isn't boozy like that. But it's that warm, spicy, sweet sort of thing going with it. This one has the fruit in it instead of some vanilla notes, but it's like almost a gourmand as well in the dry down. It kind of reminded me of cookies in the dry down. It's warm and spicy. It's nice. You could even say it's like almost like a cozy fragrance, guys. Very, very nice fragrance. I was actually surprised by this one. Again, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I've never tried the original one from Panadora, and I kind of want to try it now, but I kind of don't want to because I don't want to ruin this fragrance. Again, guys, this isn't the greatest fragrance I've ever tried, but it's good, especially for $30 or whatever I paid for this, or whatever you can get it for online. I think on my sheet here I put $20 to $25. That is dirt cheap for this fragrance, guys. Again, I kind of don't want to try the original because I don't want to ruin it. I do think I like this one on its own, guys. The longevity was really good with this fragrance. Eight plus hours. I wore it one day and I woke up the next day. I didn't shower. Maybe I did even shower, but I'm gonna say let's not say that I did shower just for the sake of the video. I could still smell it on my skin the next day. It wasn't a beast by any means, but I could still smell the dry down on my skin. Very sweet and woody, which was really, really nice. That was a really good sign about the longevity, guys. Projection wasn't beast to my nose, but it was good. I had good wafts throughout the day. I was able to smell it after work. Again, I don't think it's going to fill up a room, maybe in the first couple of hours like most fragrances. But overall, I do think that it wasn't a very, very strong fragrance when it comes to that. Although you would think, though, with this composition, it being so sweet and woody, that it would. But this one, at first it does, but it honestly, it does sit close to the skin. Not weak by any means, because I was still getting wafts 8 hours later. It just wasn't a super big projector. So it might end up being a good thing for some of you guys out there, guys. But the seasons for this fragrance, guys, if you haven't guessed already, it's going to be fall, winter, early spring, guys. Cooler, colder months of the year, guys. This one does remind me of like the fall time. Just wearing this one like with a sweater. We'll get to more on that in a second, guys. But just, Thanksgiving just passed, and it's been perfect fragrance for that. For Christmas coming up, it just smells like at some points this fragrance does smell like cookies, and so it just that just lends it to really smelling like a nice fall or winter fragrance when it comes to that setting, I guess, guys. But occasions, evening events, and going back to what I just said, I'll say evening events because it is warm and spicy and does have like a warm and spicy cozy thing with it, date night and whatnot. But I do think you can wear this one if it was like a during the day thing, like a Thanksgiving dinner or a Christmas dinner during the day. I think you can wear this one. It really is about the setting with this fragrance, guys, when it comes to some. Like, yes, evening events, I can see myself wearing this one, but this one does remind me of like a Christmas day. So if that makes sense, guys, it's more of the occasion for that one, guys. But again, you guys can wear these wherever you want. I just think that's where I would wear this one. Ages for this fragrance, 25 and up, guys. It's not super niche. It's not super overbearing or anything like that. But I do think that younger noses won't appreciate this one. They could easily afford it. $25, $30, whatever I said this one was. Easily afford this fragrance, guys. But I do think that 25 years old, you might be able to really appreciate this one. You'll have more of a mature nose. Again, this one isn't daring by any means, but it could turn some younger noses off just with that opening. You never know. They might not like that little touch of oud they have in there, guys. But and there was I want to say this one was unisex. To me, I can't smell a woman wearing this fragrance. There is some florals in there that I sort of get. There's floral notes that were listed here. So if anything, that might lend it a little bit feminine, but honestly, to my nose overall, I think the unisex factor is going to be leaning towards more masculine. That's just me, guys. You guys can let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments. But overall, guys, I think this is a nice fragrance. I'm not going to say this is the best fragrance I've ever tried. I'm not going to say this is, oh, guys, you got to stop what you're doing and go get this one. But if you like the ones that I mentioned, I'm not saying that they're exclusively alike by any means. I'm saying the sweet, warm, spicy, woody, that type of fragrance, the cozy, winter night fragrances, then you're going to want to get your nose on this one. I do think it's different enough than those to warrant its own purchase, guys. The green apple note's really nice. It's a little, it's some could say it almost comes off as sour. And I'm going to be careful using that word because I would have said that earlier if I really thought that it was like a bad thing. It's just it can be a sharp apple note in the top, in the opening, and then after that it really does blend in really well. But you guys just take that with a grain of salt. I don't think it's a deal breaker by any means. But yeah, guys, I think it's a nice fragrance. I think it's niche quality. I think it's super cheap. Cheap but good fragrance. Maybe cheap but great fragrance. I mean, a lot of this praise is coming because it's $25, right? I mean, yes, I would probably like this one anyway, but I'm saying that just really puts it over the top that you can get a 100 ml bottle with this beautiful, gorgeous bottle. Look at these horns, metal cap. I mean, the box I think was cardboard, but still, like, it's a nice suede bottle, reminiscent of the Xirjoff, line. Just a great fragrance, guys. Really, really good or great, guys. However you guys think, whatever you guys think about this one. I personally think it's teetering towards great. I think it's for the price. It really is a really special fragrance, guys. But I'm really glad that I picked this one out of the other two. Will I try the other two? Maybe. I mean, if they're anything as good as this, I want to say that I'm tempted to buy them in the future. That way I can try them and see if they're worth having all three in my collection, guys. Because the stag top here is awesome. And be careful, though. You might be able to you might hurt yourself if you're not careful with this one, guys. But what are your thoughts on Ameer from Lattafa, guys, from the Al Noble line? Is it good? Is it great? Or am I just crazy, guys? Let me know down in the comments. Love to hear what you guys are thinking about this one, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching on the video on my channel. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications for future first impressions videos and first city content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find first city photos and future contest winners. And as always, until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.